In the previous videos, we have discussed how to create reports in Lightning and Classic both. And we have learned that you as an admin can create the report either in Lightning or in Classic, because the UI navigations are different in Lightning and Classic. Wherever you are comfortable, you can create your report and you can make sure that your customer can view it from either Classic or Lightning. Right? Because see, end of the day, most of the time your customer would be into the Lightning view. But as I said, I have few customer experience who are still using Classic. There are very few, by the way. Right? So it doesn't matter what is the user experience the customer is using. You as an admin can create the report in Lightning or in Classic. It doesn't matter. It is just your comfortability. If you find those options to create reports in Classics is pretty simple, like how I have shown you. You can go and create it in Classic, and definitely once you create it in Classic, the same thing would be available in your Lightning experience as well. In this video, we're going to talk about how to create dashboard, right? So report we know how to create and how to use it, and now we're going to use dashboard. Before I talk about the dashboard part, I'm going to show you a small thing. Let me go to the reports, and when you have the reports already created and saved into the folder, right? If you see here, I have if you go to all folders, I have a folder called sales report, right? And whatever report that I have created, I actually have stored into this particular folder, right? OPP report in Classic. These two reports I have stored into the folder called sales report. What I can do is, I as an admin can share this folder with somebody. See, you as an admin, your job is to create the report, but will you access it? No, you are creating the report for the business user. So you as an admin is going to create the report and share the report with whomever you want. Okay, ideally what we do, let's say I have 6 members of finance team, I have like 10 members of sales team. So I as an admin go and create a public group with, let's say, sales team, HR team, finance team, and so and so. You know how to create a public group, by the way, right? Just go here and search with public groups. Click on new button. Like I have created few public groups, team 1, team 2, and so and so. You can create a new public group and add people inside the public group, right? And you can use this folder sharing, report folder sharing, right? You can actually use those public group to share the report. And that's what I do, right? If you have 10 members of people who supposed to have access to the sales report folder, I mean, whatever report that you have kept into this particular folder should be accessed by any public group, then I share this folder with that particular public group. Okay, so here you can search with, sorry, you have to select here public group, right? So you can actually select either role, user, role subordinate, and public group. This is a question that you can sometimes get in the certification, with whom you can share the report folder with. Okay, so just remember these 4 options. Okay, select public group, and I have a public group called team 1, or let's say inquiry team, right? I can share the this particular report with the inquiry team with the view, edit, or manage access. If I give view access, the people can view the report. If I give edit access, they can edit. If I give manage, they can also share the report with someone else, right? Now once you're done, click on share, and that's it. So now this folder is been accessed by Rajesh, because he's the creator, and the inquiry team, and inside the inquiry team there could be multiple people. You get it? So this is how we as an admin, we create the report, and we make sure we share the report to give access to the users. I'm not creating the report for myself as an admin. I'm creating the report so that different types of business user can access it, and not every report will be accessed by every single users. So I define, okay, this set of reports I'm going to store into folder number 1, and I'm going to share this folder with these people. Okay, so this is how the report creation and report folder sharing is to be done. You cannot share a particular report directly with somebody. You have to hold it. You have to hold that report in a folder, and you can share that folder with someone. Okay, next point is very important point. Okay, there are few report folders available called shared with me. Let's say some other user, I'm a business user, suppose, okay, and you are the admin, okay, or you are the manager of a report folder, and you have shared a report folder with me. I can go to shared with me and I can find all the shared folder report. Got it? I have another folder called private report. Now this is very important, right? This private report folder is available for every single logged in user, which means if I as Rajesh Chatterjee create a report and hold it in the private report folder, then no one else apart from me can access the reports. It's a private. Every single logged in user will have a private report folder access, and anything that they kept into this particular folder, no one else apart from that logged in user can access. Sometime what happened, you as an admin create a report, by mistake you store it in the private folder, private report folder, and you find your user is complaining that I am not able to access the report. What is the reason? You have to copy that report, put it in another folder and share that folder with the particular users. Then only they'll be able to see it. Okay, so this is the use case of private report. Now if you ask me what is the use of this private report folder, see what happened is sometimes business users, they say that give me the access, I should be able to create the report by myself. Like recently I was helping a customer, and the customer had so many sales executive, support executive. The support executive job is to handle the queries. The business told me that, Rajesh, you make sure I don't have to reach out to you for creating a small report. If my agents wants to create a report by himself, saying which will say how many cases that I have to solve today, let him create that report. But make sure the report that he is creating, he should be able to put it somewhere where only he will be able to access. Are you getting me? So here the business user should be able to create the report by themselves, and they can store the data, the report, inside their own private report folder, so that only they can access it, no one else. Okay. Sometime what happened, a report is like generic and common for every single user. Let's say there's an object called holiday, and there's a report created, tabular report created, the holidays of this year. And business said that every single user don't have to share with anyone. Every single user should have access to this report. If that is the case, then you have to hold that report in this public report folder. You have to hold that report in the public report folder, so that anything you hold it in this public report folder, every single user will have access. You getting me? Any report that is stored in this folder, you don't have to share it. By the way, you cannot share the private report folder, and you don't have to share the public report folder, because public report everybody has access to. Private report, it is private to you, so you cannot share. Got it? So these are the use cases of report folder. So if I gist everything, we as an admin create the report, put it in a specific folders, and share the report folder with a public group or some specific users. Then if the business user have to create the report by themselves and put it somewhere, you as an admin can give them a training saying, hey business user, you can create the report, but make sure you save it in this public report folder. Private report folder. And in case if you have a requirement where the report that it's like generic report, everybody should have access, just click on public report folder and store the report in that particular folder. Any report that you hold in this public report folder would be access to every single person. Okay, so it's not about creating a report. As an admin, you have to make sure you give access of that report. How do you extend that access? With the help of these folders. I hope you got the option. Okay, how do you share the folder? So if I go to all folders, I can see these folders. I as an admin or I as a manager can click here and can share the report folder with someone else, right? I can rename, I can share. And when you share, please remember what are the options you get. You get to share with the roles, user, role subordinate, and public group. All right. So that is the use of a report folder. Next video, we are going to discuss about dashboard. See you in the next video.